Clinton's stepsister, drug-dealing, bank-robbing psycho. A+A published on August 6, 2015. It's the secret Hillary Clinton doesn't want America to know, a shocker that could scuttle her dream of winning the presidency. Can exclusively reveal this stunning bombshell. Her husband Bill's stepsister was a cocaine-snorting criminal sentenced to 45 years in prison. Diane Welch was convicted of drug dealing in 2 armed robberies, including a bank stick-up. Her sordid past is also stained with threatening her lawyer with bodily harm, as well as taking out a murder contract on a cop's life, according to legal documents of. While Welch passed away in 1998 at 52, the contents of a world-exclusive interview she gave in 1993 sheds light on just how much the Clintons worry over her past coming to light. Welch told us she was released from Mountain View Maximum Security Prison in Gatesville, Texas, in 1992, after serving 6 years and 40 days of a 45-year sentence. It was just 3 months prior that stepbrother Bill defeated incumbent President George H.W. Bush on Election Day. Only days before the election, 2 of Bill Clinton's Democratic henchmen, both Houston attorneys, warned me to keep my mouth shut about who I really am, Welch told. The lawyer seemed terrified that the press would track me down at such a crucial time. Welch's father was Jeff Dwyer, a roguish scam artist who served a year in federal prison in Texarkana, Texas, after a 1962 conviction for embezzlement. In 1968, Dwyer married Bill's mother, Virginia, when Welch and Bill were both 22. I saw Bill when he came home from college, Welch said of seeing the future 42nd president at his family home. Bill was very polite and very serious. He never came out to dinner with the rest of the family. He stayed home studying and reading books. As a brother, he was a bit of a bore. Hitting rock bottom after a broken marriage to the owner of a Texas oil company, Welch turned criminal on March 15, 1985. That's when she bought a .38 pistol at a pawnshop and, along with a 16-year-old thug, held up the Gold Coast Savings and Loan Bank in Sugar Land, Texas. I walked up to the counter, pointed the revolver at a teller and said, "This is a holdup." The teller, Jessie McClure, later told police Welch said to her, "Get this cash register opened or you get a bullet in the head." Although Welch netted $902 from the heist, she was arrested a week later, and pleaded guilty to not only that robbery, but also another at a donut shop that same night. She was sentenced to 10 years on each count, but skated with only parole, a brief reprieve that gave her time to start snorting coke and smoking marijuana. She admitted she also sold drugs in bars. Welch was arrested again in April 1986, during a drug deal when she and her 16-year-old son were caught in possession of 50 pounds of marijuana. She was slapped with a 45-year prison sentence for both the drug deal and the prior convictions, for which she only got parole. Later that year, lawyer Matt Leeper Jr. quit as Welch's attorney, telling the court Welch, by way of telephone conversations, threatened defense counsel with bodily harm. While she was still behind bars, police also accused her of trying to put out a murder contract on the cop who named her on the marijuana possession charge. After a 1987 appeal was thrown out, Welch filed a second appeal that was granted on a technicality in 1992. She was released just in time for Bill's victory over George, although she wasn't invited to the inauguration. Now her posthumous legacy threatens another Clinton White House run, and only time will tell if her criminal past will torpedo this one.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America.